Well, I am the king of misunderstanding my capacity. Okay, here we are. What struggle am I the king of? Misunderstanding my capacity, for sure. Well, kind of alluded to it earlier, is that when I'm at capacity or over the capacity that I thought I could handle, I could become anxious and short and not present with people that I want to be present with. And so just over processing. I would say he's definitely met me in my marriage, because he has given me a very grace-filled and understanding helpmate, partner in my wife Jenny. And so I admire the grace that she has for me. It doesn't make it easy in our marriage, but she's very gracious, very forgiving. So a lot of patience, lots of patience. So yeah, that's how God's definitely met me in my marriage. And then probably in my quiet time, if I journal or in groups that I've been a part of, just kind of sharing and realizing those things. Walking in them are different than realizing them and knowing they're there. Yeah, walking it out is a whole different story. What has this taught me about God? Well, that He's definitely gracious and merciful, and He pours His mercy out on me, and as I absolutely do not deserve it, in His grace. And so I'd like to have the realization how graceful and merciful He is at times. Sometimes it takes me a lot of remembering or a lot of reminding myself of how gracious He is, so I'm not hard on myself, because it's always a twofold argument with me. I may underestimate my capacity, at the same time then I beat myself up on why did I say yes, or why am I doing certain processing things that way in a time of being, taking on too much. If I try to manage the capacity on my own, then I fail. If I lean into God more, I know, and this is theory, if I lean into Him more, then I know I'll handle things better. So how has the gathering helped me seek the King? I think engaging in the groups. I joined a small group a couple years ago, not small group, gathering men's group. And just seeing other men have the similar struggles, have similar issues. Just being able to know that about every other week I can get together with a group of guys that I don't have to see. Sometimes I won't even see these guys for 2 weeks, but I know they're there, and I know they're kind of doing life in their ability and capacity, and kind of hearing from them. Doesn't have to be this amazing experience every time. It's just getting together and sharing and talking about the Word. That's helped me, having that connection. And so in a way, maybe rerouting myself and helping me be present. I'm not always present at these get-togethers, but they're kind of reminders for me. Sometimes I reflect on what we talked about. Sometimes I just reflect on the guys that were there. Sometimes I think about what they shared and what they're going through. So maybe it helps me ground myself a little bit in the Lord. Well, I would say, the gathering is the gathering, but the gathering is also Jeff Pingleton, even though it's bigger than Jeff, but Jeff is Jeff, and my relationship with Jeff is very solid, and I respect that. And he represents, as he started these groups, his heart is being expressed through all these different gathering groups. So for me, a relationship with Jeff and a friendship that we do have and have had for 20 years has helped me in my growth also. So I got to point to that man a little bit and give him some credit, how much I appreciate him.